Let's say 315.
Yeah, week 11. This morning, I weighed in at 194, even though yesterday we ate about 5 pounds of barbecue. Because of that, I kept my carbs really low, so I didn't track it that well. For me to eat all that food and weigh in at 194 still this morning, I say that it was success. And I gotta have a bunch of ribs and pulled pork, so worth it. Last week I was sick, thought it was possibly COVID because Aria's teacher tested positive for COVID on Saturday. We all got tested, it was negative, but I still felt like crap all week. Weird coincidence. Went to the doctor. She thinks it's a virus, but it also looks a sinus infection, so it might be like a cold and a sinus infection. Whatever the case, I'm starting to feel better now, and I don't have COVID. Negative. On Thursday, deadlift day, I tried to pull 485 for a double, and on the second rep, I felt like a strain in my left erector. Really, I can feel it. It doesn't really affect day-to-day stuff, and it hasn't affected any of my workouts since. But I'm worried that when I go to do squats tomorrow, when I start to get heavy, then I might not be able to go super heavy. If that happens, I'm just going to keep the weight as heavy as I can go and just do reps. Week 11, so this is kind of where I thought I would be ending it. So I wanted to do a photo update, and if you take a look at photos, it's not close to the end. I would say that we're probably only a third of the way there. So we went from like 200 to, like I said, 194 in 11 weeks. And if you've been watching the videos, you know why. Big chunk of that, I was injured and not able to cut. So in these side-by-sides, I'm going to take a look at them.
I'm recording.
So on the front facing, I can see that my delts and have leaned down, pecs have lost a little bit of fat. Abs don't look any more cut than they were at the start of this. I just overall look like I've shrunk down a bit. Side shot, if you look here at my chest and stomach, everything just looks like less shadowed and stuff. You can see that the pecs have come in. You can see the stomach is smoothing out, even though you couldn't really see that. It kind of looked more cut in the first video, but I think that was because there's more fat on it. You can see more contours because there's more fat on my stomach. But again, we're only talking about 6 pounds here. Delts you've got some cuts there. Now to the back shot. This is where I see a lot of progress. I was surprised at the beginning how much fat I held on my back. And so just dropping that 6 pounds, you're starting to see that V taper. You're starting to see my low back leaning up. You're also able to tell that I've been hitting the calves twice a week now. The calves are kind of starting to get a little bit extra mass. And the backs of my arms are more vascular and a little more cut. And then the last picture is just another side shot where you're able to see the oblique cuts from the side and everything. It looks like I've gotten a little bit of sun over the summer in the past 11 weeks. But yeah, overall, it's not a lot of progress in 11 weeks. It's just about half a pound per week, which if you talk to most people is about the bare minimum you want to do on a cut. I want to do it faster than that, so I'm going to try to pick up the pace. I was going slowly because of injury, and I'm really hoping this erector strain is just going to be a couple days more, and then I'll be able to get back to training hard. Lesson learned. No, it's not. I've injured myself so many times because I try to push myself as hard as I can, because I'm sick or whatever, and I injure myself. I'm just stubborn, and I keep training, and I keep pushing myself, and I injure myself. One of these days, I'm going to learn. I'm going to quit doing it. Maybe this time, maybe not. In terms of diet, this past week, I said I was going to drop the calories by 200. It took me, the video that I shot was Sunday or Monday of last week. I didn't actually make the changes in my diet for a few days, so I've only been doing it, the new cut, for 3 or 4 days, and I had some barbecue yesterday, which probably, so I only dropped a pound this week, and I was aiming for 2. Progress is progress. Next week I'm going to aim for 2 again, so hopefully 192 next check-in. Drinking my pre-workout right now. I'm going to get some bench press in today. Trying to decide. I strained my back on week 4, and I'm either supposed to start week 5, or I'm thinking about just going back to week 1, so I'm working with lighter weights and higher reps for lower body. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to just go ahead and switch back to week 1 today and do some lighter rep, higher volume stuff. Vitality, I'm feeling good. Like I said, it's slow, but it's progress. I see it in the mirror probably more than you guys are even going to see it in the side by side. For you guys looking at a picture of somebody that lost 6 pounds, went from 200 to 194, you might not even see those changes that I personally am seeing. That's perfectly normal, but I feel like I'm making good progress. I feel like I'm liking it. I still feel a little sick today. Hopefully that wraps up soon. Hopefully the erector feels good soon, and I can train smart and get this cut over with. I'm going to finish my grill line pre-workout, get some bench in, check in next week, see if I hit that 192 goal. Till then, later.